Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
Now that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds
nonsense.
like nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's gonna sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this.
Ooh, yeah. But is it me or do we want to go back to the other computer? Are we good?
Yeah.
Big breath.
Yeah. This is the way we like to start every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
Just a
mean-
couple minutes after our initial start time.
Technical difficulties.
As long as
gotta
we
say-
argue for 30 minutes before. Well, not amongst each other.
In 2020, we had better tech. How is that possible?
That's insane.
I bought a new computer, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, wow.
and had my computer redone. Guess what doesn't charge?
Your new
Well,
computer.
To be fair, it's a new used
fair.
computer. So
Still, dude, first
Yeah, that's a little
fucking
fucked.
out of the gate.
sometimes refurbished computers do these things.
It's super cool. I'm having a good time.
All right.
Well, I do have a question.
Yes.
Let's get this thing kicked off. This is a nice question, even.
Oh, let's hear
It's
it.
not going to be about anything gross.
Good, because I really need something nice right now.
Yeah. So, Courtney, you already kind of know this question, but how many birds have you seen do you think are wasted? Like a bird watcher was like this, like that bird that they've been waiting to see that we've just seen casually and just like, oh, that's a honey speckled warble butt or whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
that's interesting.
And then we'd like, oh look, there's a bird, and someone would be like, no, I've been waiting to see that my whole life.
Yeah.
Completely wasted on just a.
Probably a lot.
Probably.
And let them know where this came from.
I can't remember.
It's the show we're watching, the new show. That
I remember the name of it, but I don't see it if you do.
I do not remember the name of the show. Oh, The Residence.
Oh, you got
The
it.
Residence. Such a good show. Highly recommend.
She's a bird watcher and
Oh.
detective or whatever, and I was thinking, she's like, I've been waiting to see this bird, and I'm like, I've probably seen that bird.
Well, also she was like on the coast, like it looks like the California coast, so there's a lot of birds that we probably see that people like inland don't, and vice versa.
Yeah, probably.
You know,
What about the waiting a whole year or 2 or 3 years for one little plant to bloom?
Yeah.
And it does for a day, and it smells like dead flesh.
The,
or
the,
something.
the corpse flower
Yeah,
or whatever. Yeah.
And you're like, I shaved my legs for that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Is it
well-
the guava plant
Some-
that every 25 years blooms?
yeah, that's right. Something like that.
25 years.
I just had the good fortune when Rocco bought his house in town, the house right across the street, this plant was massive, like 20 feet high.
Yeah.
And I was just there a couple weeks ago, dead. Gone.
Oh, weird.
Oh no.
But when it comes into bloom, it is spectacular. Go find one.
Wow.
Weird. Yeah. Cool.
And they're gone.
Okay, well, so what bird would you like to see that you haven't seen? Let's just go there.
Pterodactyl.
I mean,
I
you're
like
not-
Jeff's answer.
Yeah, but how would you see that? Well, I guess like this,
The
what do you
dodo
call-
bird.
Oh, didn't somebody just do that?
Oh, you see how my little thing is working. Yeah. It's on my notes. It says right here, Will, tick pussy dodo bird sighting. Under that new album. Those are my seeds to drop to you. Yeah, someone caught a dodo bird on a trail cam.
But wait a minute, they're extinct, aren't they?
Not anymore.
No way.
They were thought to be extinct for like 34 years or
Yeah.
something like
And
that.
they're in what, New Zealand?
I think it's something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And they found a dodo bird.
Yeah, unless it's fake, right? It's hard to know on the internet anymore. But it was, I think it was a raccoon or something. I saw it. I saw the video of it. It looked real. It was like a raccoon or something, and then just boop, 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 a fucking dodo bird.
Dodo, 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 dodo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that would be cool. And what are those birds that I think it's in Ireland or is it Finland? I can't remember. But they have to actually like go and throw the baby birds off the cliff so that they fly and do the thing that they need
That's
to do.
Mario, where you throw the penguin off the
No,
cliff.
no.
Not
It's-
all the birds.
No, because they get confused by the light at night, so they have to go out at night. Like the whole community goes out. I think it's like is it a puffin? I don't know, but I'm gonna research it and come back. That'll be
Wait, what do you say? A whole community grabs birds and throws them
throws
over
out
cliffs?
baby
Is
birds.
this from Jeb's dream?
What is it?
No,
We get
it's
one of
not a
those
bad
coming up.
thing. They need to they live on cliffs And the whole community goes out at night during the season. It's like turtle season in Florida, where like the people make sure that the
lights are off.
The lights are off, and like you have to have certain things, and
I-
so they make sure that the baby birds, like they make them do the thing that they're supposed to be doing.
Why
which
does
is,
everyone have so many birds?
I don't know.
This is great. I didn't know we were going to do this.
Well, I mean, you're our bird expert.
Oh, yeah, right.
I would like to see those birds, whatever they are, and I will come back.
Retraction, revision.
Why don't we just make a trip and go? I wouldn't mind checking some
Yeah,
birds off our
field
cliff.
trip. Ooh, we bet on our birds. Who makes it?
They all make it, hopefully.
Oh, that's
Ah,
right.
It's a
they don't
take
all
on the,
make it.
uh,
Let's be realistic.
It's a take on the cockfighting.
Oh, true.
No.
Tie them together. Never mind.
No. Jeez, you guys took it dark. I was thinking save their lives.
Yeah.
By throwing them off a cliff.
Right.
It's what they need to do.
You need this in your life.
Yes. I'm going to Google it.
Well,
Surprised
welcome.
Riley made it this long.
Oh, that's
All right. Welcome to Sounds Like Nonsense Podcast, everyone. I'm your host, Jeb. On the number 2s, we have Mr. Wilridge.
Hello, everybody.
Sitting on the court is my beautiful wife, Corch. I said it twice. I fucked that all up. I don't even know how to do this.
Corch.
That's Corch sitting on my couch. Yeah.
Hi.
That is Courtney sitting on the couch.
Hi.
She's still pretty. She's got a new haircut. Looks
Yeah,
good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
And then we have
lots of
the
hair gone.
unemployable, but still gets around, Mr. Jeff out there in Raleigh, North Carolina. What we do each week, but we've been kind of on a little roll right now, is we play some new music for you guys. We got some really good songs this week. Again, we're still going to stick to our shortened format a little bit, so we're going to go in 2 hours, but it's going to be hard to get through everything because I've got a lot that I have to say.
Maybe
because
split it in two.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks. Maybe not, because I don't want to deal with this bullshit again.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get it all out quick like. With all that being said, who's ready for some new fucking music?
Let's do it.
I
Let's
am.
do it.
Courtney, who do we have on the couch this week? I was just kidding that time.
Okay,
Just a
so
little
we
joke.
have Benergy with the song 74 Leonard Street and the band Judo Chop with their song Stranded.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Appropriate.
We got some paranormal segment from Mr. Wilridge.
Yeah, that's me. Don't get your panties in a knot on this one on the paranormal. It's more let down, but it's paranormal. Okay.
Okay. I've got some fake bands,
Okay.
and I had a
Alright.
dream.
Ah, damn it, a dream.
Yeah, so we'll get through whatever we can get through. But first, Will, you got some standouts? You want to start with Tick Pussy, or you want to skip that altogether?
Yeah, I can't believe you remembered that.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But it's true. I want to. Are you going to mention the tattoo stuff?
Go for it. No, let's talk about it. It was yesterday.
Well, it was yesterday, and I thought that was amazing. And what I really wanted to say, and I already said to you in that text, is that I'll tell everyone what happened. We went and got tattoos. It was Jeb's father, Jeb, and his son, and then me. I shouldn't have been involved, but still, we went and got the same looking tattoos. And the grandfather wanted to have the same tattoo matching of his grandson, and he
Yeah.
made that very clear.
Yep.
Well, apparently Riley, the grandson, was not stoked on the tattoo idea.
That was so cool.
But it turned out to be all right. It was a little alien in a spaceship. But the point is, now since everyone got that done, there was a picture that you took of your father, and that was pure elation stokedness.
He was really fired
He
up.
was so stoked showing that off. His face looked all stoked. By the way, that was his first tattoo he ever got. So it made it really rad that he was so happy to do this and share it with his grandson and his son. I
Yeah.
thought that was really fucking cool.
And that's why I was getting so pissed. After we've been talking about this for a week, my dad has been visiting us for a couple weeks. For about a week and a half, we've been talking about it and like kicking around ideas, and then just kind of got settled. Like alien spaceship, we all
Whatever, yeah.
like just it's a token,
Right.
And then Riley just threw a fucking fit on the drive over. After he had to made an appointment for 4 people, he's gonna decide. Now I'm not. Man, I had to go. I had to go take a walk.
Yeah.
I
Well,
started getting really mad, and I was like, I'm just going to go get pizza. And I just sat by myself, and I cooled down. And I thought to myself, fuck him. Right?
I had one of those days this week too where I had to go get a shot and be like, come back and have a good attitude.
That's right, you did too. That was because of my dad, not because of Riley. But yeah.
that's pretty funny. But anyways, besides all that, that was a great day. That was my standout. What about your standouts?
Well, let's talk about. You're not getting out that easy.
Damn.
Yeah, the last time we spoke, you were getting ready to do your show and it was phenomenal.
Oh.
Jeff,
I
you
missed
fucking.
it because I was sick. I was so bummed.
Don't worry, it wasn't that great. It was.
Everyone
that
said
great.
it was really good, and I genuinely was sick, and I was like, I almost went, but I was like, I can't do that to people.
No, I
No.
think that'd not be rad on your part.
No,
So,
I know,
yeah.
but I really wanted
absolutely
to go.
could.
Well, I know, but I just didn't want to get a whole. I mean,
Stand in the back.
the sickness is going around, and I did
There's
not
no
want
standing in
to.
the back.
No.
Mr. Will Ridge over here had it packed out.
No, I was opening up for another band. They had it packed out.
I've got to tell you, I'm not going to sit here and suck all over his dick for too long, but I thought everyone was going to leave. I was like, I left. I was like, well, I saw what I need to see.
Right.
Goodbye.
Oh
But,
man.
I was glad people did stay.
Well, thing is, I am also getting older, and I wanted to go on because the band had a 16-song set. So I knew that was going to go on till whatever. So I said, "Fuck this! I'm playing at 7.
Damn.
Then I'll stay and support you guys, but now I can drink and relax and
Right.
not. So I'll go first,
Yeah.
and that was great. I've never been so hot. I thought I was going to pass out.
Oh, really?
I went outside and I took my shirts off, and you could just feel steam coming out of my head.
Did
It
you
was
say
a cold
shirts?
day.
Yeah.
2 shirts? You wearing 2 shirts?
Only one. Then,
Oh, okay.
then you got to switch to another one because it's just what?
I bring a shirt
Yeah.
with me when I play gigs.
Yeah,
I
you-
bring a spare shirt. I
And-
played 12 songs yesterday, and I thought I was going to die for a second.
And you guys, I got to see you too, and I want to tell you, you guys sound really good for not practicing.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm being honest. You guys were on it. So.
I would love if we practiced more so we could actually write new songs, and I'm working on it. We've been working on new guitars.
I enjoyed it.
So,
Right.
but guess where he's at? He's gone for a little while.
Yeah.
Already. Came and gone quickly. Then your new album is stalled out too because you guys had little fights.
Well, you know what? The
Oh,
best
you
part.
didn't have to talk about that.
Yeah, I want to bring it up.
I don't care. The best part is it wasn't about me. I just sat there going, "This is stupid." I wasn't in an argument. It was between 2 other guys, and then us being prima donnas, we're all 50 years old, and we're fighting like we're 16, and it's
Well,
just.
you
stupid.
guys. Let's back up because you guys are childhood friends too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it is genuinely like brothers fighting.
Yes.
It's not like just people who met like a year ago
No.
and got into a band. You guys have known each other since you were like what, 5?
Well, playing, yeah, around there, but
Okay.
playing music, we all started around 14,
Right, but like
yeah.
you guys have been in each other's lives
Yes.
since like elementary school.
True. But it still sucks that, one comes flying in from out of town, and then gets in an argument and flies out the next day. So it's like, fuck. And you know what?
That's impressive at this age.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. I said, to get 4 grown men in our 45s
Mm-hmm.
and actually have a chance to make an album, that's rare.
Right.
Especially if you live out of city. I mean, out of state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's enough about me.
Yeah.
It was a really good time, and
Yep.
that was. By the way, we did the show for fire victims,
Oh, in Pasadena.
Nice.
Pasadena.
Nice.
Yeah.
So-
I guess there's another one this week too.
Yeah, but
Or
I
next
think
week or something.
it changes charities. I think
Okay. Cool.
so once a month.
That's good.
And
Oh.
once
The
last
final Thursday.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so they're gonna do it. That's cool.
I like
Yeah.
it.
And then it goes to another charity and whatever,
Yep.
$10, and you're donating to it. It goes somewhere. It doesn't go to us,
Right.
or you know what I mean.
Great.
Well, like it's helping hopefully somebody. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
I understand. Courtney, you got some standouts?
I have the retraction and revision real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so it is. Why
Thank
is
you,
it
Jess.
perfectly normal to see baby puffins thrown off cliffs in
Oh.
Iceland each year? So it's because it's saving their it's a life-saving endeavor. The chicks of the puffins hatch in burrows on high sea cliffs. When they're ready to fledge, they fly from their colony and spend several years at sea until they return to land and breed. They have historically found the ocean, blah blah blah. Yeah, but anyways, it's due to the lights. So what they do is they make sure that if they see them like inland, like off of the cliffs or whatever, the community brings them and throws them off the cliff because
Get the
that's what
fuck
they need
out of
to
here.
do.
We don't like you around.
No, it's not. It's to save them and their species. So, anyways,
Fake news. Birds aren't real.
whatever. You honestly, right now, I just say don't joke about that shit because no one knows what's right and wrong at this point.
I can tell you right now, 100% fact, proven fact, birds are not real.
No.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
Jesus.
speaking of having arguments with people who don't know what they're talking about, that's been my week this week is just having like real conversations with somebody who is a part of my life, and it's been quite challenging because there is just it's really hard to find common ground. So like I said, I at one point had to go get a shot and separate myself. And
an actual shot, booze.
like
Yeah. Dude.
I thought you were like.
Listen. Okay,
No.
let's have Jeff guess.
I thought it was a tetanus shot.
Me too, and I thought she was having
You
a
got
issue.
bit by a friend.
No, I had a Basile
Again.
shot.
Okay, so high-end restaurant here in town. One order of donuts. These things are so goddamn good.
No,
one
two orders.
Okay, one order of donut is 2 donuts.
Yes.
Okay.
So she got 2 orders, 4 donuts,
Correct.
and 1 shot. How much was it?
Well, was it handmade donuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it high shelf?
Yeah, it's a very nice
Yes.
No,
restaurant.
high shelf.
Yeah, it was Basile
liqueur.
Hayden.
Okay.
$37.
Okay. I think that's pretty pricey, so I'm going to go with. I'll go. I'm being high. 25.
50.
You're kidding me.
No.
50 fucking. I could
No.
not fucking believe it.
Yeah.
This place charges that wellness fee that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, but
I mean, that was only 3%, but still, $50 for 4 donuts and a shot.
Yeah.
How the fuck? How the
and
fuck?
Courtney, you did not have a drink with it. You had just a straight.
No, I just had a shot.
Oh,
yeah.
I think there was a mistake.
No.
There wasn't. But hey, you know what?
It was a mistake by ordering 4 donuts and a shot.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was nice because I did it took me a little bit of time and I came back with a good attitude and whatever. And so it was needed.
Yeah, but
$50 well spent.
$50 well spent sometimes. It's like, hey, I didn't have to go to a shrink or anything to get over it.
you
I
just
just
needed.
right.
You just needed.
Now you get it.
You needed sugar and booze to get you going.
That's
Yeah.
what happy hour is. You get a couple drinks in you and you bitch to your friends. They bitch at you about their things.
Yeah.
And then you go home.
Yeah. No, but other than that, I'm just still been working a lot. Having it's very interesting. I've had 3 clients close their doors to their businesses within the past 6 months,
Jeez.
which to me, like out of all of the years that I've been doing bookkeeping and stuff like that, I can't say when somebody hit 3 businesses that actually are closing their doors, 1 sold a business. So that's like, 4 within the past 6 months. So just something to note, like from boots on the ground of like small business owners and stuff, like it's pretty interesting that I've had that many people like within that amount of time.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot. But I am getting new clients too. So it's not like all for naught, but
Jeff, this is gonna be hard for people that are just listening. But Courtney did something remarkable since the last time. She turtle chipped, which I'm gonna explain to you what this is. Like if you're eating chips, you reach your hand in a bag
Yeah.
and then you put it in your mouth and you chew it, right?
Right.
Courtney put her hand in the bag. She's sitting right next to me. This is broad daylight. Hand in the bag, chips close to the mouth, and then and then reached out and ate it.
And brought her head to the chip.
Brought her head and lips to the chip.
Yeah.
Boom, lips first, and then chewed. And I was like, "Did you just turtle that?"
Oh my God.
So fucking cool, dude. I didn't even know that was a move.
I don't understand. Like, he just makes a big thing about nothing a lot of times.
Have you ever seen anyone do that?
I will tell you the next time you do it too. I cannot be the only person that has ever done it. I just wasn't paying attention.
Maybe with soup,
Maybe with soup. Oh yeah.
but no way.
yeah.
You ever turtled something, Jeff?
Turtle.
I'm sure I have. I'm just trying to think, but it's more
I'm turtling right now.
you hold it there for a second to talk at it, let it know how bad you want it inside you, and then you just kind of lunge. Is that what you were doing, Courtney?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I was watching TV, and then he's like, "What did you just do?" And I was like, "What are you talking?"
It was
about?
astonishing.
It was astonishing, huh?
Also, like I have like laid down on the couch and like taken a sip of water before, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Like
Laying down, she can't be bothered to lift her head up. She's just trying to dump it in.
Oh my god.
Been there.
I know.
Who
So come
hasn't
on.
been there? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Never.
I thought she was putting chips and turtles and sending them to the ocean.
Nah,
to be
dude, she doesn't.
Safely tracked.
So stupid.
Wow.
Okay. The lunge.
Yeah, I have another question for you, Jeff. Do you have a pressure cooker?
No. No. I might.
Did you have one, right, Will?
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a grease catcher on there?
No.
Courtney didn't either.
No.
I was like, what the fuck is that? This moldy,
It wasn't
grease
moldy.
filled. This is Trunk Ham 3.0.
It
Like-
was not moldy.
Okay.
How many years have you had that?
Like a year?
You're so look at your lying face.
No, like I haven't
Oh,
been
okay.
using it.
This
oh
thing
wait,
was-
I don't know. We've had this podcast for a while.
Yeah, 5 years. This is season 5.
I feel like I just get things like
So
recently.
just so disgusting. All the grease from all the things just in this one little container on the back of it, just sitting there, getting fucking gross.
Yeah, I didn't know it was there.
I didn't know it was there.
Well, there you go.
Well, you need to
Check it.
stay
'cause-
safe.
Yeah,
Wow.
check it.
I
'cause
bet
didn't
she's
know.
cleaned it. She's kind of one of those.
Yeah, probably.
Got to
But
get in there.
Let's get to a song.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I had 2 more things for Jeff.
We
We
can
have
come
2
back
songs.
into it.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, fine. I need to make a drink anyways. All right, this is
I was
Benergy.
thinking of you.
Benergy or Ben Basile. That's how you'll find him on Spotify or whatever, Ben Basile. And this is 74 Leonard Street.
Acclaimed bassist Ben.
Acclaimed Ben.
God damn it. Start again. Acclaimed bassist Ben Basile or Basile. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
Basile.
Basile, sorry. Best known for his work with Big D and the Kids Table, which I just was listening to their album with Riley yesterday, which is interesting.
He's really into a Big D right now.
Is thrilled to announce the release of his new single 74th Leonard Street, the second track from his debut solo album Benergy, set to drop May 2nd via Sleepwalk Sounds. A heartfelt tribute to the legendary Knitting Factory venue in Manhattan's 74 Leonard Street reflects on the golden era of ska shows that shaped what is his last name? Basile?
Yeah.
Music Journey. All right. So, anyways, I said that the band was Benergy, but that's his album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's a fucking awesome song right there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that whole album.
Very much so.
I will be listening to the shit out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good.
So, Jeff, did you have any updates? Any standouts? Anything you want to jump into, or?
I think the last time we left off, I was going to Austin to
That's
see my
right.
nephew fight,
That is a note that I
and he
have here.
won.
He won.
Wow.
Oh, that was exciting.
So tell us about it. What is it, like a big auditorium or like a? I
It
don't
was
know.
at a gym just north of Raleigh in Round Rock,
Okay.
20 minutes north. But it was a really large gym that had a cage in it and
outside of
plenty
Austin.
seats. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
and his was the seventh fight, and it's just building and building, and then right after 6, they say we're going to take a short 15-minute break. It's like oh come on, and then it was on. Yeah, just.
So does that
It
mean
was-
that he was more of a headliner since it was like 7 in?
I'm not sure how they determined that.
Okay.
But there was I think there was 12 fights.
Oh,
So
okay,
he was
okay.
just
Okay.
Now, what
That's where
round
he
did
was
he?
in the mix.
What round?
What was that?
What round did he win him in? Or was it a knockout?
second round. He took him down.
Wow.
Guy rolled onto his stomach to avoid getting hit in the face even more, and the ref stopped it pretty quickly.
Oh,
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, like you said. I don't know if we said it on the podcast. You're like, well, he's been training all this time. Let's see if it worked.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find out eventually.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome,
step
man.
1, that was successful, and we'll see what he does next. I mean, he's looking to fight some more, so
Sweet.
here we go.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I'd do a
awesome.
trip. I'd do a trip with you. You guys see him?
I'll let
If
you know.
Yeah, that
Keep you
would be a lot of
posted.
fucking fun. And then you went to the mothership too.
Then I went to the mothership on Tuesday night.
Is that your?
That was great.
You've been there before, though, right?
I had been there
Okay.
once before.
Yeah. It seems like an
Went
awesome
to-
venue.
Yeah, it was a bottom of the barrel show where they just put in a bunch of words or phrases, and they'd pull from it and just go.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
I don't want to admit this on any type of recording, but so for whatever reason, I put Too Short, the musician,
Yeah.
and it was a comedian from LA, and he's like, Too Short? Who the fuck put Too Short? Because it's a very white audience. And I raised my hand like, you look like you're like his accountant. You're just a white guy. I'm like, I got called out as a white guy at a comedy club.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So-
that must have hurt.
Yeah, that did not
Why'd you raise your hand?
Well,
Just let
because
'em
people
hang.
were owning up to what they put.
Oh, all right.
And he's like, how do you know Too Short? I'm like, I grew up outside of Oakland.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he called me an old white guy.
Perfect. Yeah. You just kind of keep your mouth shut at that point.
Yeah. You-
No, people were, it was way into it. And, people would raise their hand because then the comedians would work off of that in some form or fashion.
Right.
I got it easy. Although it did come back to me a little bit later, and then it was over.
Yeah. Man, I want to go. I want to go there pretty bad.
Now that's a comedy store. Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Now where's Kill Tony at? Is that?
It's there.
It's there.
On Mondays or Tuesdays. I can't remember.
Mondays, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of stopped listening, man. Got a little too.
Yeah, I'm
know.
not gonna put my dollars towards that.
Yeah.
So you can put yours, but not
I
mine.
ever listen every now and again, but like I was listening like religiously, like looking forward to it, and then I don't know. I kind of do that with all podcasts. I
Yeah.
guess. But don't do that with this one.
Oh, do you have any idea?
This one's different, though.
Yeah.
We do that to you.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a couple little standouts.
Yeah.
So Yeah, my dad's in town for a couple weeks. It was Riley's girlfriend's 21st birthday, and we went out. I did a little karaoke.
Oh, boy.
Super excited. I nailed it. First one.
Of course you did.
Fucking did great.
Of course.
Signed up for a song number 2. What I said to Courtney the next day, I was like, should not have signed up for song number 2. I just had to go for it. And she goes, you always do.
You always do.
You always sign up for that second song, you jackass. Just can't leave it alone.
Yeah.
My foot touched the stage. I went, fuck. In my brain, I was like, I should not be up here. I'm too drunk for this.
Well,
And
So-
What was the first song?
Misfits.
Misfits
Right?
when it was just all old people, right? Like
Yeah.
it was then they were doing a St. Patty's Day pub crawl. So by that time, it was like people. Okay, this girl got up and sang Amy Winehouse, and she
Shit the bed.
butchered it. Like
I mean.
she just
Ooh.
butchered it. Like because Amy Winehouse like hit notes that like you need to be able to hit notes to hit those notes, and this girl was not. And hey, sometimes she did great though. It was like she got in there. She like got into
Nice,
the vibe,
nice.
and then like at the end she just went way off the rails. But people were freaking dancing to it. Like Amy Winehouse herself was in the room. Like it was the
that's great.
weirdest thing. I don't understand that.
I
Like,
was shocked. I was like, this is the worst fucking singing I've ever heard in my
but
life.
people were digging it. So
40
they,
fucking people in
right,
front of
but
her.
it was all young people, right? So then Jeb gets up there and does Devo,
Yeah.
and they were
my
like,
guy.
they were like, what? Like
Just
they
a girl?
Yep,
Girl you want.
girl you want,
Okay.
and
Gotta hit the ones I know.
understood. But they were just like, and I saw people like walking away, like everybody was full on like dancing and shit, and like
I ruined
he
it.
cleared out the
He just-
fucking room.
He cleared it out.
I didn't do good.
No.
I didn't do good. And I gotta tell you, I knew it too. Like I said, as soon as my feet hit that stage, I looked out there and I was like, this is such a bad. I'm in it now. I'm in it. People have nightmares about that kind of thing where like it was all poosh, the lights turned on. I was like, oh god damn it. And I was excited to get up there too. I was all, whee, yeah. Oh no.
Was your dad impressed?
No, he wasn't impressed. No. No, he talked about it. He's like, you sure we're dancing a lot and stuff. You're giving him a show, bud.
You're giving him a show.
So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I have just a comment or something. I don't think spiders like weed. And here's why. Because I leave my bong outside. It sits outside all the time, and I'd never look in it to see if there's a spider. Not ever. And I've never seen a spider in my bong.
Oh, that is weird.
Well, it's like a perfect thing for a fucking spider. It's
Sure.
round, like
I think it's because you use it too often.
It's too hot.
Yeah. It's just constantly smoking.
I mean, let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
if you leave a set of shoes outside for like over a day,
Yeah.
they're gonna go in there. But like,
Yeah.
you're using that thing multiple times a day, so they're not like. You
all
know.
right. I guess we figured that one
Figured that one out.
out. Damn it. So the Pope
Well,
has
you're
been
just following your doctor's prescription, so.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm. The Pope has been sick, right? And he just got caught liking some porn stars again on Instagram.
Are you kidding?
It's not the first time. It's all Franciscus or whatever likes this. Like, it's just this chick in a thong on the bed, like whatever. So fucking funny.
Yeah, but he's a little senile, don't you think? I mean, does he know what he's doing? Or-
I don't know. I know he liked them cheeks. You thought that was rad. And Gene Hackman died.
Oh, that
All
was
suspicious. This is weird. I watched a thing on it yesterday a little bit.
Oh, I love this.
Fucking weird, man.
What was it? Weird. What was the documentary?
It was on Hulu or
It was
something.
2020 or something.
Yeah, something like that. But it's just strange.
It's just a sad way to go, like, because his wife died first, right? And
Yeah.
with the hantavirus.
Yeah.
And she was his caretaker. So then, he died like a week after her because she was giving him care. So probably the poor guy.
The last photos of him, like, caught, I was like, you would never know. Like, it was really
Just
weird.
the poor guy. Like,
Yeah, he was a little-
on his own, like fending for himself.
It's like
for-
a week alone with her body, probably
So
not knowing
gnarly.
what the fuck is going on.
So sad.
So that was pretty cool. I do have some music news stuff. I heard, you know the song "Do It Again"?
No.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You better shut that shit down.
All right, so Steely Dan, who is that song about? Have you heard this rumor?
Steely Dan, I heard, was named after a vibrator.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But so do it again. Is supposedly a dig at John Lennon.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Really?
So I've heard this lore for years, and then I researched it today. It's all bullshit.
Oh.
So
Shocking.
I know.
Yeah, right?
God damn it! Fucking internet kind of ruins things. Did you know though?
Well, what was the point? What was the shock about? What was them saying? Do it again, John Lennon?
Do it again. It was just more like they're like, do it again, like kill him again,
Oh my God.
like kill him again.
Oh.
That's what I heard. Like, do it again. But
That song came out before he was assassinated.
did it?
Pretty certain. Yeah.
See, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's for a 70s song, and he was assassinated 80,
80.
right?
See, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
19.
Well, that just goes to show, like, if
I'm
you
young.
read it, don't assume that it's right.
Well, yeah. So it's not. It's just a song about shit. You know, like.
Yeah. So what is it about? Did they ever say?
Oh, it's about like gambling and a chick cheating and whatever. You know, it's just like kind of
Do it again.
do it again. Yeah.
Oh.
But Chevy Chase was a drummer for Steely Dan
Yeah, that was weird.
before
Like
it
for
started.
reals?
Sometime, yeah.
Yeah. Leather Canary was the name of the band then.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
I thought so. I don't know.
Canary.
Yep. So I do have a dream I would like to get into.
Ooh.
You guys into that? So quiet. Too bad. He took off his headphones and walked away.
Is that an option?
I mean, I guess so.
Oh, he went to go get a drink. He's like, all right, I'll have to have a beer for this one. Okay, let me pull up my notes here. This one was crazy. This one kind of scared me. Okay, so I was doing a documentary. Oh, by the way, this dream is called Yeknom. I was doing a documentary.
Started naming your dreams?
Well, it's like the, Croanoa or whatever that fucking thing.
Jeez.
So I was doing a documentary on paranormal sites, and I go to this farm, and pretty much as soon as I get there, I'm walking with the main guy, farmer, owner, whatever, towards a big barn, like huge barn on this big property, and immediately this creature, it's like a monkey with like an alien type face, dressed in overalls, has severed limbs in its mouth and is running full blast. It sees us like we spooked it while I was in the middle of dismembering something.
But it has overalls on.
Yeah, it's got overalls on. I don't know why, but it runs on the field, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, it was, boom, there it is. This shit is real to me,
Right, sure.
too.
I know, yeah.
So we go running.
Is it fear boner real, or how real?
Dude,
are
I
we
was
talking?
scared. I woke up like, oh,
Okay.
fuck. Like
Okay.
it freaked me out. It looked like it ripped off a leg of a cow or a horse or whatever, and it went running into the field. We took off running the other direction, and we could see it going back in and out a couple more times, just pulling out body parts
Ugh.
of animals, just ripping them out into there to where we couldn't see out in the field where it was dark. So we took off. We go to the bunkhouse or whatever, the office, if you will, of the place. And the main guy was freaking out, like pulled out a bottle of booze, like shaking. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like have a drink or whatever. So then the farmhands come rushing into the office, like 3 of them. But they all speak Spanish. None of them speak English. I can understand a little Spanish. And none of them were like even willing to make eye contact. And everyone's just drinking and like looking down. And I was trying to talk to the foreman a little bit about it in broken Spanish. And I asked him what he thought it was. And he said very quickly, Yeknom.
Yeknom.
And then smiled, this little smile. And that's when I realized that they were fucking with me.
Oh.
And then when I woke up, I realized Yeknom is monkey backwards.
What the fuck?
At the end, you were reading that as if you wrote it like from a book.
Well, I'm a good writer.
I know.
Yeknom.
Yeknom.
You're insane.
Yeah, and I woke up and I was like, Yeknom! Like, what the fuck? Like, Yeknom! And I was like, wait, it's monkey. They were fucking with me. It was all a farce. So he was trying to get away with, calling it something
When
backwards.
did you dream this?
I don't know, like a week ago.
God, what do you eat before you go to bed?
Not much.
Don't know.
Cheetos?
And then a little bit of TV, and then you come up with Yeknom.
Yeknom.
Dude, I had a dream the other night about like fostering kittens. Like, he has crazy dreams about, like, I had too many kittens and I was getting stressed. And he's like, what?
That's bad when you're stressed in your dreams.
I know.
That's not good.
I know. And then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, where are they? And then there's no kittens. I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, man.
Oh, but I will tell you, I went to renew my foster kitten thing or whatever. And just if you're in the California area, it's really, really crazy. So last year, so the 2023, there were 1,000 puppies that came through foster care. In 2024, 5,000 puppies came in through foster care. And kittens, it was double. But, like, that is just crazy. Like, spay and neuter your dogs and stuff. Like, it really does create, like, a really bad thing for our communities when there's too many animals like that.
Feels bad.
And the other thing, too, is, like, the animals, like, in the community are kind of the first defense of, like, seeing, like, viruses and stuff that come through, which I didn't realize. But they do. So it's pretty crazy because there's 2 cats in our local community that had avian flu, and they died from it. So it's interesting to know that, like, the animals are the first line of defense of, like, when pandemics start to happen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. Thank you, Courtney.
Spay and neuter your animals.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time to get another song.
I think so.
Jeff, this band's called Judo Chop.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think you're going to like this a lot. This is their song called Stranded.
Australian 6-piece melodic shred outfit Judo Chop have released their much anticipated second single Stranded from the upcoming EP album titled Cosmic Dust. Cosmic Dust is a 2-part concept EP which in its entirety will collate as an album. Is that the right word? Collate? I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. The first EP, Cosmic, is due for release on the 11th of April, 2025 via Canadian powerhouse label People of Punk Rock Records. So Sweet. Give them a like, listen, follow, all the things.
Yeah, Australia's got some really great bands.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. Let's get a little spooky.
Oh.
Let's see. We got to do it the right way.
Okay,
It is
yeah.
that time of the year.
Yeah.
Is it? Well,
Today is
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
My paranormal segment.
Cough, cough, cough. Cough, cough, cough. Okay, welcome back to Will's Paranormal Corner, where I will be discussing paranormal once in a while, hopefully. And if not that, we will be doing more stuff like natural events, current events.
Okay.
Right? Don't I do like some other shit?
Yes, a culture corner.
Culture Corner, that's
some
right.
other shit.
I just want to say I got something that I was found pretty interesting because all of us know that the pyramids are one of the most remarkable things on Earth. And the fact that man-made was pretty amazing. I have an article that I would like to read to you. I probably won't do very well. Let's see how it is. It's a small little article. Italian researchers claim to have uncovered a vast undercity stretching over 4,000 feet beneath the pyramids of Giza, potentially making it 10 times larger than the pyramids themselves. The claim, based on radar pulse technology, has been met with skepticism. Skepticism? Skepticism. The study, yet to be peer-reviewed, identified 8 vertical cylinder-shaped structures extending more than 2,100 feet below the pyramids, with additional unknown structures 4,000 feet deeper. There's a little diagram here. It's pretty cool. You go and look at it, and you go, I don't know. And then the research led by Corrado Marengo from Italy's University of Pisa, Egyptologist Armando Mel, and Filippo.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People's names are
You
hard
got
sometimes.
it. You got it.
Filippo?
Filippo Bionde from the University of Strathclyde. Should have read this article.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to get to the end here. Let's go here. Malanga, a UFOologist, and Bondi, a radar specialist, previously published a peer-reviewed paper in Remote Sensing on October 2022, revealing hidden rooms and ramps inside the Khafre's pyramid.
Ramps. Well,
The new study, similar technology. Let's just get to this point. Do you think there's another city underneath the Egyptian pyramids?
I bet you.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's probably a lot of things that are haven't been discovered.
Yeah.
But do you think there's really a huge city underneath a desert-bound?
Well, it kind of makes sense because
What's
the
that-
desert's
Like,
really
with
hard to
people
live
still
in.
living
You know?
and functioning in this city?
Right.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
What's the
the
big-
traffic's
different,
terrible down there.
What's the Darren Yahoo or the Christian one, the huge one?
30,000 people that lived in the underground.
Those tunnels are crazy.
Yeah, that was,
Atlantis?
they actually had livestock down there. They had
Right. Oh
my gosh.
a filtering water system down there.
Whoa.
They had schools. They had, and this is about 30,000 people, and they all survived
Yeah.
perfectly. There wasn't
There's temples and
Yeah.
rooms and kitchen. Yeah.
You should read. Which, by the way, when I was
There's a lot of history and evidence that points to bestialities back in that day, too.
that is true. That's a good note on this paranormal segment. That was a good note. I like that. But what I want to say is,
That's what created the aliens.
that's what created the aliens.
Yeah.
I want to know more about Egypt. Egypt is an outstanding place of historical things.
Yeah.
And we're still finding stuff, which is outstanding.
What do you think about the same pyramids being built like in Mexico and like all over the
Chichen
world?
Itza?
And like they didn't. Do you think it's just an easy thing to build that people just kind of figured out, or you think there's some
Yeah, 'cause
alien
it's
conspiracy
it's
there?
not like back in the day they had a way to communicate with people, but there's
yeah,
pyramids all
they
over the
show
place.
a picture. They
Oh,
go, we
yeah.
did this in our home
Right.
country.
Yeah, right. I don't know. They thought it was slaves, and it turned out that it wasn't. It was actually a working, like they had a union. They were all being paid.
I thought they got paid in beer.
I don't know.
That's what I learned, I think, in school.
I don't know. All I
Yeah.
know, I don't think there's really a big city down below, but hey, I could always be wrong. If it is,
Sign me up with the city below.
I agree. When I was a kid in preschool, we always wanted to dig a hole to China. and we'd fantasize of all the tunnels we'd make and where we'd have to stop and live. So we'll go to your house first and get your clothes. So we'll dig a hole there, and then we'll go to China. But I would love to successfully live underground. I think that would be pretty awesome, be the mole man.
You think so?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it would be as cool as everybody thinks it is.
Maybe I can have a fort underground?
You could have a little fort.
like a fort, but then I don't know. Not having daylight, I think I don't know.
I like to
would
go
be hard.
outside.
Oh.
I mean, if you had to.
They'll come out at some point too.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Okay, so the
You're just
Fallout.
living underground. You don't have to stay there all the time.
That's right.
Well, yeah, unless you do. Like, have you guys seen that show, The Fallout? And I know it's fake, whatever, but it's just interesting to see people like live under, or like was it underground or kind of ish?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, like a bomb retreat?
Yeah,
I mean, a bomb vault?
kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a couple little paranormal stories.
Yeah, take it from now. I can't have a corner if I come up with shit like this. You're
What?
going to have to do some...
Well, this is about a camel. It just maybe...
A camel?
Oh, wait, did you see the camel rolling around in the sea?
I
guys?
did. I really
Isn't
like
that
that.
crazy? I love seeing animals doing things that like I would have never expected a camel to like have fun rolling around in the sea because you only see them in the sand and know in drought areas.
And then you saw the wave push him over on his belly.
I know, and he was just like, yeah.
This is so much fun. That made me happy.
I know, good.
That made me happy.
I don't think this is going to.
Oh.
So people spoke of a red ghost terrorizing Arizona in the 1880s.
I've already told you this on my paranormal.
You did the red ghost?
Yes, with the soldier on him.
Oh, you
Yes.
The
did?
dead skeleton, and he roams Arizona.
I had to throw out a pair of shorts because of that one.
That was a good one.
I forgot.
And the reason why is that we did have camels in America. We were trying to use them for Panda Express, Pony Express,
Yeah. Oh.
because they can last longer,
Right.
they can run,
Right.
and they ended up saying fuck it, and then they went to the cavalry. They thought that they could survive longer being out there with instead of horses and everything.
Yeah.
They were terrible, mean, stubborn. The cavalry just said fuck it, and for the last 100 years, they're all extinct now. They would roam the deserts, but one was
Joe Camel.
I just looked it up. Will broke that story in 2023.
2023, dude.
Okay.
I broke it when it was hot.
Okay.
So
I have another one.
okay, let's hear what I did again.
Have you ever heard of the Kentucky meat shower?
See, now I told you that one. No, I haven't.
This seems like up Jeff's alley here. Yesterday marked 149 years since the Kentucky meat shower. That's right. On March 3rd, 1876, Mary Crouch was outside making soap when she reported seeing a remarkable sight. Pieces of meat measuring approximately 2 by 2 inches falling from the sky. This is a well-documented event witnessed by multiple people, and it occurred for several minutes between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. in the area, approximately the size of a football field near Olympia Springs in Bath County. The meat underwent analysis shortly after the event by Who Cares, and stated the meat was most likely lung tissue from either a horse or a human infant.
What?
Saying they're indiscernible. Additional analysis determined 2 samples of the meat being identified as lung tissue, 3 as muscle, 2 as cartilage, most likely that of mutton or venison. So now we got infants, mutton, venison, who knows.
Horse.
At the time, the story was front page news, spawning multiple theories as to what had caused the meat to fall from the sky. Many speculated the bits were dropped by birds, CIA, overhead, but believed it was something more dire, CIA. The source remains a mystery to this day. Last year, Bath County Museum opened an exhibit dedicated to the Kentucky meat shower, where they display a piece of preserved meat along with historical materials related to the event.
Now that's interesting.
Weird, huh?
Super weird.
Could something have exploded?
But it's
Yeah, that seems more like
Or, maybe it was thrown in a tornado? I don't know. I mean, that's weird.
I think it's really weird. But there it
If
is.
the meat shower happens over your house and you're getting it pretty fresh, do you put it on the grill?
No.
Yeah, 'cause
Depends on how
What
quick
type
you
of
pick it
meat
up off the
would
ground.
fall
5
out of the
second
sky that
rule.
You would put on the grill immediately, Courtney.
None.
Really?
What about a quote unquote bird?
Just fell
What if
from
a
the
turkey
sky?
just fell out of
No,
the sky right
because
there in
it's-
front of your yard?
No, because something's wrong with it when it's dead. Like it died, right? So
What
something's
about a bone-in ribeye? I mean, just
No.
perfect piece.
Absolutely not. It's like
Like you would have thought a butcher threw it over your fence.
no. No, that shit is
You're
suspicious.
missing out.
You're
No.
missing out. Where do you get your meat, Courtney? God.
From the butcher that I know, like had a good animal that did not.
Not
ugh.
infant lungs?
You don't,
Right.
You have no guarantee that he's not getting that meat from a meat shower.
Oh, that is true.
Okay.
By the way, how come that's not anybody's album cover? Meat shower.
Well, you want to get into some fake bands real quick?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe there's a little reason I
Thinking
said
of
that.
taking meat shower as a nickname.
All right. I don't know what to say to that.
Jeb, how many meat showers have you had?
A lot. Almost
lot.
every
Too
one
many
of
to
them.
count.
I clean my teeth while I'm showering. So I spill out little pieces of meat
Oh,
in the drain.
I thought you were like, I floss with meat, dude. I love meat.
Yeah. No, I don't do either one of those things. I was just being gross. Okay. I want the fake band here because we're running out of time. We
Okay,
gotta
let's
get
go.
out of here.
All
Got
right,
it.
here we go.
All right, fake band. Goth Brooks or Chubby Chaser?
The fake one is.
Well,
They're both. God.
No, I
Goth Brooks.
I know,
or
Goth Brooks-
Chubby Chaser.
Goth Brooks is so fucking good. I think that one's real.
I know the answer
You do?
because I was with Jeb.
Oh.
So Jeff,
I will go with the opposite of Courtney.
Chubby Chaser.
Is real? Is the fake?
Fake.
I think it's. No,
Wait.
I think Goth Brooks is real, so I think Chubby Chaser is fake.
You are correct.
Yeah, Goth Brooks
Oh.
is a real band. Sounds
Oh,
a little
that's
bit like this.
awesome.
This is.
Oh, man.
Let's go. The Redneck Undead. Oh no! All right, let's skip ahead. You'll listen to this on the way home. Yep. All right. To be fair, there is, if you go on Spotify, there is a Chubby Chaser, but it's just a dude playing random techno beats that probably straight off the board. So that doesn't count, I don't think.
Garth Brooks is a brilliant name.
I think it's sitting right there
But
for
I think
you.
you're the one who came up with it. And then you
I came
said,
up with a random.
and then you said, I got to see if this is real. And it turned out,
Yeah. All right. This is gonna be tight. The Blowhards or the Blow?
I think that the blowhards are real.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of them, so I think blow is fake.
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Opposite.
Jeff is right.
Oh, dear.
The Blowhards is not a band.
Really?
How the fuck is that?
I feel
I
like that would be
know.
like an English band that,
Right.
you know.
So the Blow, I pulled them up. They have 10 million listens on this one tune right here. It's kind of cool. Here, I'll play it. Something a little different. Give it a little chance. Big chance.
Well, just skip.
Well, they're building up.
Is it like Aphex Twin type, where it's just noises
Yeah,
that
I'm
they?
gonna skip ahead.
Surface faced first, and we'd share thought
I can't remember
bubbles.
I don't know.
I still
I can hear you.
believe
I don't mind
Okay.
it. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it reminds me the girl's voice reminds me of like raspy Tina
Oh,
voice.
that's a throwback.
I
I've
know,
never heard
but it just reminded me of it right away.
that. Okay, last two bands.
All right, let's hear it.
And I'm getting fucked up a little bit here. Okay, between these two, Red Ghost or Kentucky Meat Shower, which one is the fake band?
Kentucky Meat Shower is the fake band.
Yeah, because Red Ghost is probably like some Marvel bullshit. Yeah, Red Ghost is a band. And so Meat Shower is fake.
Jeff? I can't see his face, so I don't know what he's doing.
Oh God!
All right, I think Jeff is gone. But here we
He
go.
would have said opposite.
Yeah, I think he was going to say opposite. So Kentucky Meat Shower, Red Ghost. Red Ghost is a band.
Okay.
This is a song called
did it.
Some
Yeah.
Days. We'll skip ahead just so we get a taste. So it's pretty mellow.
I like the voices.
Now, I just want to say, honorable mention, there is a song called The Kentucky Meat Shower by the Aristocrats. It's jamming.
Of course, meat shower.
It's fucking Meat Shower, bud.
All right.
Which is also, it should be a name. Meat Shower? How is that not Cannibal Corpse?
Well, that happened.
Yeah. But you're back.
Yeah.
Just to say goodbye.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's a good way to... how are we going to say goodbye without Jeff here?
No, you're right.
Jeff, I do want to get you to weigh in on this. The last one was fake band, Kentucky Meat Shower, or Red Ghost.
Oh. What did Courtney go with?
I'm not going to tell you. This is what's nice about that.
I'm going to say Red Ghost is boring. No. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Then I'll just go with my heart. Meat Shower, real.
Meat Shower is not real.
You still did the opposite of what I said. It's like you knew.
But however, Kentucky Meat Shower is a song. You should go check that out.
Okay.
So before I let you guys go, I've edited a couple podcasts here since we were back at season 5, and I have some retractions, revisions, just real quick. I'm just going to run through them quickly. I would like to say season 4
Terrible season.
Sorry.
only had 3
The whole
episodes.
thing, folks. We apologize.
114 through 116. That was season 4.
Oh my god.
That tracks.
Yeah. Here, I've got a few things. Killing Daisies we had on recently. One of the tracks has Mike Ledon from Chaser on there.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a great album. You can check out that song, One for All. I got a thing here. Look, Will, it says, Will Show So Good. And I also have an MA thing.
No.
I have this note. It's really nice editing these short shows.
Yeah, I bet.
It's the first thing. We talked about latrines.
Yes,
briefly.
Yes. Right.
And so I looked up what they are, and they are different versions of this. So there is like an actual rain gutter attached to the bottom side of the bar, so you can just piss in it.
Right.
But then it's also like a French drain style where it's in the ground, in a tile
Yes,
or whatever.
yes.
And there are bars that still have those.
That's the one I was talking about in Oregon.
Let's take a road trip.
It's both. I bet it smells good in there.
Ugh.
Well, people aren't pissing now.
I piss under a bar. Let's see. I got a note here that says, Will says sweets are sister. And you're like, what? No, I don't. But my other friend, I heard him say this. He called someone puddin'.
Oh.
That's.
Courtney, do you know who this is?
I feel like I do, but
Name the name.
I don't know.
Puddin'.
Hey, puddin'.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, was it John?
No, that's a good guess. Carlos.
Oh,
Hey, puddin'.
that
I
makes
was
it
like,
even worse.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Puddin'.
And then finally, we were talking about your magic show thing for your birthday
that was
and
great.
the Rubik's Cube trick.
Yeah.
And how like there's so many combinations.
Don't ruin it for me.
And I was like, what did he say?
Like a ton.
43 quintillion.
Yeah,
Oh
he said
my-
it was like a lot.
So, fuck, that makes that trick even like.
Even he's
Yeah, I was
better.
like, oh, maybe he lied.
Nope.
You know, but
Quintillion. No
43 quintillion combinations to get
Of
a
the
Rubik's.
Rubik's.
Yeah. So for you to match it up, I gotta say it's probably a trick. Okay,
It's magic.
let's get out of
way.
here.
Do you believe?
Jeff, final thoughts?
Shout out to my buddy Wall.
Yeah,
That's on
bud.
forever, babe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And have a great week.
Court?
Don't forget, I'll be like Bob Barker, spay and neuter your animals, keep the pet population down.
Don't do it at home. Take them in.
Yeah, get a professional. Like, don't.
That's
Yeah.
a good call, Jeff.
Yeah,
Courtney,
Jesus.
do we have some bands on this week? Or?
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. We'd like to say thank you to Ben
Basile?
Basile.
Jeez.
I just don't want to say names wrong.
Okay.
I hate it. With his song 74 Leonard Street and Judo Chop with their song Stranded. Go check them out.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoy the rest of this week, or the beginning of this week, and then the rest of it, and check in next week with us to see if we're around.
Yeah. I think we're going to try to keep on top of it. We got to get a calendar. We did not do calendar reads because we do not have a calendar.
Yeah, we're going to have to get one.
Whoops.
Yeah, well, but I was also thinking if we are to batch these things, calendar reads are a bad idea anyway. So maybe we do that motivational thought generator or something
Yeah,
instead.
but at a certain point, like there's not quintillion options on that one. We need to come up with new things.
So,
The calendar is the classic for a reason.
Yeah.
okay.
That's the people come back.
You don't have to say the date on the calendar.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Yeah, there's plenty of dates out there.
okay. All right. This is it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Deuces.